Picture this. You're 53, in the middle of a divorce, feeling lonely and kind of lost. And out of nowhere, Brad Pitt messages you. He says you're nothing like any woman he's ever known, that there's something real about you. He even proposes, and then he disappears, along with $865,000. And only after a full year of being together, you realize there was never a Brad Pitt. The woman I'm telling you about, her name's Anne. She's from France, 53 years old, in the middle of leaving her husband. One evening, she's scrolling through Instagram, just passing time, when she gets a message. It's from an older woman named Jane. They start chatting, at first, just now and then. But then it becomes regular, almost like new friends. A few weeks in, Jane says something unexpected. She goes, "You know, my son's single. He needs someone like you." Anne smiles. It's a little strange, but kind of flattering. Then Jane adds, almost casually, "His name's Brad." Pause. Brad Pitt. Yeah, that Brad Pitt. At first, Anne laughs it off. Probably a joke or some fan account. But then she gets a DM from him. Blue check. Real profile. He sends her a short, awkward message. Nothing fancy. But it feels genuine. He says he's tired of the spotlight. He wants something real, someone real. So Anne replies, partly out of curiosity, and partly because, come on, who wouldn't? They start messaging. He sends her selfies, tells her about filming, mentions his kids, even talks about Angelina. Anne opens up too, about the divorce, the loneliness, the emptiness she didn't know how to name. And somehow, it all starts to feel intimate. Soon it's daily check-ins. She asks him a few times, "Can we talk on the phone?" But he always has a reason. Filming, security, privacy stuff. And she believes him. Because honestly, it's easier to believe. The alternative hurts too much. Then one day, he writes something big. "I never thought I'd say this again, but I want you to be my wife." Yeah, a marriage proposal. What would you do in her place? She reads the message and her heart starts racing like she's 20 again. She says yes, and from there, things only get worse. A few days after the proposal, he messages again. "I want to spoil you," he says. "Send you something special." Then he sends her a video. Real bags, Chanel, jewelry boxes, perfume, a designer watch. And it looks real. And if you're not someone who knows what AI can do, deep fakes, synthetic videos, you wouldn't question it either. And then she gets an email. Looks official. French Customs Service. Subject line, "Your package is being held. An import tax of $5,000 is required to release it." Now Anne's not stupid. She replies to Brad, "Hey, can you take care of this? I mean, these are your gifts." He gets back to her right away, says, "I wish I could, but all my accounts are frozen right now. The whole divorce mess with Angelina is still going on. It's complicated. Can you help me, sweetheart?" She opens her banking app, takes a deep breath, and sends the money. One day passes, then two, then a full week. Still no gifts. This is where the real scam begins, because he keeps texting every day, no breaks. Good morning, good night, sweet little nothings in between. Meanwhile, her real divorce is moving forward. And then finally, the decision comes through. She's officially free, and with that freedom comes money. A wire hits her account, 6 figures, clean. She tells Brad about it, not to brag, just casually. For a few minutes, he doesn't reply. Then finally, he writes, "I'm so happy for you. Now we can really start our life together." And that's when he drops the next bomb. "I have cancer, and I don't know how much time I've got left." With the message, he sends a photo, him in a hospital bed. Anne stares at the photo. Something cold runs down her back. Then another message comes in. "Because of the divorce, all my bank accounts are still frozen. I can't pay for the treatment." And then, same as always. "I'm not asking for anything. Just, if you're able, I don't want to die." Eventually, she opens her banking app and sends the money. The next day, someone else contacts her, a doctor, supposedly. say Brad's condition is critical, that surgery is urgent. Attached is a medical bill, $97,000 for surgery, another $8,500 for anesthesia, a few more thousand for emergency paperwork. She pays again. Then comes another email. Rehab costs, medications not covered by insurance. After that, more bills, a second round of chemo, extra testing, some advanced scans. $15,000, $95,000. The money keeps disappearing, and Anne keeps sending it because she truly believes she's saving the life of the man she loves. Meanwhile, Brad keeps the act going. He thanks her, sends more heartfelt messages, more photos from the hospital. In one of them, he's holding a sign, "Anne, I love you." But then, one morning, something shifts. Anne goes online, just scrolling, not looking for anything. And there it is, a video. Real Brad Pitt, not in a hospital bed, outside, smiling, walking hand in hand with a younger woman. And right under the video, Brad Pitt seen with new girlfriend, Ines de Ramon. Anne stares at the screen. She literally can't believe what she's seeing. He's smiling, kissing someone, walking in public like nothing's wrong. Anne grabs her phone and messages him right away. He doesn't reply right away, but when he does, it's like he's yelling. "It's fake! That video is edited. I don't even know who that is." You know how the media twists everything. Then another message. "I am in the hospital. I can barely breathe." She doesn't know what to think anymore. Her head's spinning. Nothing makes sense. And to seal it all, he sends her a video that looks like a news broadcast. According to an official statement from Brad Pitt, he is in a committed, exclusive relationship with one very special woman, Anne. She doesn't scream. She doesn't cry. She just stops answering. And right then, like clockwork, she gets another email. This one's from a man claiming to be an FBI agent. The email looks official. He says they're investigating an international fraud ring that pretended to be celebrities. And yes, he says Brad Pitt is part of the case. He says the scammers have been caught, the transactions are all recorded, and she's eligible for compensation. Everything's ready. They just need one last thing, a processing fee. $5,000 in Bitcoin to the wallet address below. That's it. It hits her how absurd it all is. She opens her phone, finds the number for the police, and calls. At the station, she tells them everything. She shows them the chats, the photos, the videos. The officers listen carefully. They've heard these stories before. But when she tells them the total amount, $865,000, even they fall silent for a moment. She thought it was all real. But these scammers, they knew exactly what they were doing. They were patient, and they pressed exactly where it hurt. By the time this story hit the press, no one had been arrested. The same group, police say, was still active, and they didn't stop. In fact, one woman thought she was dating Keanu Reeves. Another believed she was helping Elon Musk through a tough time. Same pattern, photos, messages, AI-generated videos. Emotional manipulation so deep, it cuts past logic. Because in the age of artificial intelligence, deepfakes, fake voices, and made-up realities, not even education or experience can protect you. When love is on the line, everything else fades. Enjoyed this story? Leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Now you know.